Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees, a lifetime of peace and simplicity. This book is the record of a man who wanted more, a man who wanted everything. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte, soldier, general, emperor. Yet, all things have a beginning. There was a time when Napoleon was just a boy. A boy from Corsica. Ambition. Instilled in the mind of a child, it becomes a powerful force. From an early age, Napoleon was taught that ambition can make a man great. His father had done everything in his power to secure a place for his young son in a school on the mainland, far from Corsica and the confines of island life. Welcome to Corsica. You're about to learn how to build an empire through conquest and diplomacy, establish vast and profitable trade routes, research new and exciting technologies, and advance Napoleon's military power on both land and sea. Fame and glory await. Let's start by getting comfortable with the camera controls. To move the camera around the map, simply press and hold the middle mouse button while moving the mouse in any direction. You can also zoom in and out of the campaign map by rolling the middle mouse button back and forth. Let's select your general, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur,
Move your
vos ordres?
Napoleon has a set number of movement points that can be used in each turn of the game. The distance he can move is shown by the large colored area around him on the map. Each time Napoleon moves, this area becomes smaller until his movement points for the turn are exhausted. Also, within the character's movement area is a slightly smaller area in a different color. This is the zone of control. An enemy army or navy that enters the zone during the turn can be attacked. Try moving Napoleon to the port of Bastia on the northeast coast of Corsica. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the map on the intended destination. Towns, ports and cities form the backbone of your nation. Double left-click on one of them to open its information panel. This will show exactly what it does. The panel contains information about your towns and ports, including their effects and background detail. Clicking on the tick icon will close this panel. Once you have finished everything you want to do during this turn, select the End Turn button at the bottom of the screen. As Napoleon prepared to leave his island home, he must have been nervous. He was a boy leaving his family behind for a life in a strange new place. If only he had known that he was starting out on a path that would change the face of Europe forever. A ship has arrived to take Napoleon to the French mainland. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the ship to board it. Notice that the ship automatically moves towards Napoleon. And if he has enough movement points left in this turn, he will board the ship. Having boarded the ship, you now need to select a destination. As your course has now been set, you need to end turn before your ship can move in the next turn.
Ordre bien reçu.
Having set your ship's course in the previous turn, select the end turn button so that it automatically carries out your order. Alternatively, if you wish to change your order, do not forget to click the end turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn.
Oui, monsieur.
With his father, Napoleon traveled to mainland France to begin his schooling. From the moment he saw his new home, Napoleon fell in love. The beautiful countryside and cities must have been impressive to a boy from a small island. Perhaps he dared to dream that one day he would own all that beauty. With the camera now on Switzerland, quickly move back to Napoleon using the radar map at the bottom left of the screen. Simply left-click on the area of the map within the radar panel that you wish to view. The camera will then move there. Try using this method to change the view to Napoleon.
À vos ordres.
Then select him and make your way to the Swiss border.
En avant.
Message boxes will appear during most turns on the left-hand side of the screen. As this is an important message, it will automatically open for you. Otherwise, you can left-click on the message icon to view a message or right-click to delete it. You are about to enter another faction's territory. To see what your diplomatic relations are, click on the Diplomacy button. The Diplomacy panel allows you to seek alliances, form trade agreements, and use other nations' land for military access. Each nation is listed in either the Major or Minor Nation tabs. You can interact with a nation by clicking on its name and then left-clicking on the Open Negotiations button at the bottom of the panel. Switzerland is currently allied with France, and you have military access to their land. As it is a rich and wealthy nation, you should seek a trade agreement to increase France's wealth. Select the Request Trade Agreement option from the left-hand side of the screen. Submit your offer by left-clicking on the Send Proposal button at the bottom of the panel. With a trade agreement, France receives additional wealth each turn for as long as the agreement is in effect. Your wealth can be viewed at the bottom of the screen. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished. A victim of bullying, Napoleon held his head high. Other children may have drawn in upon themselves. He had the fierce pride of his father, and when asked to kneel before a schoolmaster, he calmly replied that a man bows only before God. This maxim would follow him into his adult years. Make your way to Reims with Napoleon. As you have chosen to move Napoleon to a destination outside of his movement area, additional arrows have been drawn on the map to display the number of turns required to reach the destination. Press the space bar to speed up movement and land and sea. Both units and turn times will now accelerate. Press the space bar again to return to the defaults. To construct a college, select the town of Brienne. Then each building takes a certain number of turns to construct. To review information relating to your current missions, select the Objectives button. The Objectives panel displays your active mission, as well as the overall victory conditions required to win the campaign. Do not forget to click the Enter. Traveling between regions can be made faster by improving the roads within them. The construction of the college is now finished. The Research and Technology panel shows military, administrative and industrial technology trees. Simply left-click on the technology icon within one of the trees to start research, or right-click to view the effects of a technology you are interested in researching. Do not forget to click the End Turn button. Gentlemen such as this can be used in a variety of different ways: dueling, stealing technology from other nations, and speeding up your own technology research time. Let's use this gentleman to help with research at the nearby college. To do this, your gentleman is now inside the college, and you will notice on the tech tree that researching your new technology will be faster. By sending more, do not forget to click the Enter. Each time the technology is successfully researched, you will be presented with this message panel. Here, you will see information about the technologies that have been researched. You will also see which new technologies will be automatically researched from this turn. Napoleon went to study at the École Militaire, a renowned military school that prepared him for his glittering career. He studied the lives of great military leaders, paying particular attention to Alexander's campaigns. He dreamed of emulating his heroes, something that few can turn into reality. But this was not the case for Napoleon. Make your way to Paris with Napoleon. Napoleon is garrisoned within Reims. To exit, simply right-click on an area of land away. To build a cannon foundry, select Paris and then the Construction tab on the Review panel. Now, do not forget to click the End Turn button once you finish. During this campaign, Napoleon has gained various personality traits. Traits can be both positive and negative, and they are acquired as your generals do things and go places. To view your general's traits, right-click on his portrait card in the Army tab of the Review panel. Do not forget to click the End Turn button. You will find the Building Browser button useful now that you have a large number of buildings in your expanding empire. The Building Browser shows the types and locations of your buildings. Click on any of the buildings to see how it can be upgraded. This panel shows you the chain of upgrades available for the buildings. To recruit a unit, select Paris. Now select to view information about a specific unit. The Revolution, a time of upheaval and a shining opportunity for Napoleon. Social position counted for nothing. Ambition would take a man anywhere, and Napoleon had it in abundance. Opportunity was coupled with hardship. Napoleon lost his father, but now he had a destiny to create. Make your way to Dijon with Napoleon.
Hommes, en avant! Troupes, en avant! Marchez!
To start building the musket manufactory, remember to select Dijon and then the Construction tab. Do not forget to click the End Turn button. Workers are on strike in Paris. Ignore them for the time being. The people are notorious for kicking up a fuss and will go back to work soon enough. To increase your nation's wealth, upgrade your towns and farms throughout France. Paris is now rioting. Pressing the home key will focus the camera on your capital. You must stop the riot before the situation turns into a full-blown rebellion. Now, click on the Government button at the bottom of the screen. The Government panel contains information about the current status of the nation. It also gives you the opportunity to change your government ministers and to set the tax levels for the upper and lower classes of France. Simply slide the rule buttons left and right. You will now notice that the map of Europe will start to change in color depending on the taxes rate you have set for your country. By increasing taxes, you are more likely to upset people, as shown in red. By reducing them, you will increase happiness, as shown in green. Another way to improve the happiness of a city's people is to construct buildings such as opera houses or museums. You may wish garrisoning units within a rioting city will also help stop the unrest. Recruit a unit of dragoons to help, as they have a greater... Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do. With the riots over, it is a good idea to repair buildings that were damaged by rioters. Click on any of your towns which have been damaged, shown by black smoke. Now, select the damaged building icon within the Review panel and left-click on the Repair button to start repairing the building. Each building costs a different amount of gold to repair and takes several turns to complete. The cost and time required for repair depends on the amount of damage done. After the loss of his father, Napoleon was left without a guide. He found a new mentor in Baron Dutheil, the man who was to nurture his talent for artillery and set the young Napoleon on the path to greatness. Select the port of Genoa to begin the conversion process from a trading port into a dockyard.